Okay guys, we just finished 6 hours of filming, so I get the leftovers. This is our new setup you're looking at. You've got me in the upper corner, you got the palette over there, and that's my camera there, so you can point right at you. The funny thing is, Ginger used to look at, you see the setup, but that's, it's on a tripod. We have this camera upside down, and so the lens kind of looks funny, I guess, to her. You say, why am I taping down my paper? Because this shows me where I got you guys zoomed in, so I know where I'm supposed to be. And I'm just going to kind of do this, so I know about where I am. Okay. And she kept looking above it. There's a little silver screw up there, and she kept looking above it. I couldn't figure out what she was looking at for the longest time. So I came over, pointed it to her, and I said, this is the lens. It looks like a little donut. And she looks at me and goes, okay. So I went back and got ready at the controls, and she takes her pasta pen and goes like that. I go, what'd you do? She goes, put a little white dot above the lens. So she knew which was the lens. I should take a picture of that and let you guys see that. Totally funny. All right, this is what I got left over. Not a lot, I got a lot of yellow. But what she did today, that brush isn't over here. Where is it? She was using her little cloud brush that she uses. And it looks like a disaster zone hit. You know, that's what you get for 6 hours of painting. She uses this. And she does the edge of the brush, and she holds it like this. Her fingers all the way down in the ferrule, or whatever that's called. I think it's like that she does it. It's kind of like a golf stroke. You know, you do your golf clubs like that. And then she does this. And you don't stay in one spot. You got to keep it moving. Okay, listen how rough that is. Now, this brush, as you can see, is really frayed. That's why she likes to use it. What do we do first? Grab our sandpaper, 320 or higher, and we're going to sand it. Oh, I wanted to try that new thing that Tanya came up with of how to hold your canvases, these little canvases down. She said use double-sided sticky tape. Now, how clever is that? I happen to have some. And I'm going to show you how I do it. You can see I move the canvas around as I'm painting it, and so I still want to be able to do that. So in order to do that, notice how the little pieces that were there, they're gone now. In order to do that, I'm going to use a piece of acrylic plexiglass stuff that came with some frames that Judy was so kind to get for us. Ooh, nice and smooth. Now listen to it. Not as much. Which one is not? I'm assuming that camera, we're using the camera to pick it up. Here it is. It's a higher pitch. It's softer. You can really feel it. So listen to my fingers. You can listen over Mozart. That's really smooth. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm coming. These frames right here, get them at Jerry's, they're 8x10. Real easy to drop a canvas in, either a sheet or a regular stretch canvas, which you have in there now. You just drop it in. But they happen to come with a sheet of plexiglass. Or plastic, it's probably not plexiglass, I don't know what it is. But that's how easy it is to put one of these frames together. And then you have yourself a frame picture, lickety split. Voila. That's one that she puts that clear coat stuff on. She likes to do, Ginger. All right, so let's take this. It has a protective film on both sides. Nice to know. We'll take that off. And what we're going to do, and I've got Scotch brand removable poster tape. That sounds like a smart thing to use, right? Removable poster tape. So what I want to do, as a matter of fact, we've got our canvas right below us, right? I'm thinking if I just stick on, what, 2? Let's see. I do one there. What I'm using is the pin marks I put on underneath. I think 2, now, you know, why be cheapest? Ginger says, be the last of the big spenders. Go with all 4. Okay. Again, this was Scotch removable poster tape. It holds up to 1/4 pound. Wow, that's a big poster. I'm pressing down. Now this is a double sticky tape, so you can take off the other side, which I just got my fingernails, so it makes it a little more challenging, but doable. I realized I was going to do this, but again, fast forward if you want to get to the exciting painting. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try using that brush. As we were doing the videos today, like I said, we're shooting them differently. And I sit there and I watch her actually paint and zoom in. I mean, you guys, these are some top-notch lessons coming up here, I think. Now, we want your opinion on them. There we go. All right? Canvas, make sure you put the right side down. Look at that. Now it won't move. That's pretty clever. Thank you, Tanya. We'll see how it works though, right? So now I can hold this out here and I get my fingers. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, dry brush. He says always start with a dry brush when you do this technique. Again, I have not done this technique. And my paint's pretty dry, but should lose some white yet. And what you're going to end up doing is you start merging these colors together. Not doing it right, was I? I can tell. You can feel it. It's wrong if you're this high up. The angle's wrong. You're basically laying it down and you're using the whole back half. You keep moving it around. Don't stay in one spot. Which really didn't give me a lot of paint with this variety. But we'll just see what happens, right? That's magenta we're doing. I believe we have burnt umber up on the top. This is burnt sienna. That's burnt sienna. I think that's some more burnt umber. Looks like it. Keep it moving different ways. Rotate the brush. Keep your finger on it. All these things you're supposed to remember. Oh, look, I'm still trying to hold on to it. I don't have to. Definitely is not enough paint. Okay, so now on the edges, see how it's moving a little bit on me? Not really affecting me though. I'm glad I did all 4. You know, another way to do it would be probably put it this way at each of the corners. Put it on a diagonal. So there. Next time, do that. Note to self. Let's throw a little white in here. I gotta watch that video again. I don't know where this is on her. I think it's on that side. I think it's on the outside. And this is how you get the, which she does so well, you get the cloudy effect in the backgrounds with all the different colors running through it. And you think in doing this will all just make mud, but for whatever reason. This would do a lot better on something that's already been painted. I don't think I would do this again this way. I would have this on a painted surface and then try it. Just FYI, ooh, that's blue. What's that going to do for us? Oh, purple. Yeah, I would definitely do it at the corners. Try that. No, it's going to definitely be on the outside. It's just not comfortable on the inside. I mean, she just makes it look so... You have to watch... The last lesson we did was the Sparrow Lovebirds. No, it wasn't that. Yeah, that's the one she did it on. You'll have to see how that's done. If you want to learn this technique, that's the lesson to watch. Okay, this is not working how I'd hoped. So what I'm going to do is stop that. Bring out the old trusty brush that I normally use for these little 6x8s. I dampened it. Just damp, it's not barely that. And we're just going to grab some colors here and see what we can get in here. I keep holding on to that edge like it's going to go somewhere. I kind of like this little plexiglass idea. Oh, that's some good colors running through there. See, doing those cloud effects, you've got to have an undercoating on it already because you have to be able to move that brush smoothly. You can't do it on raw canvas. It just doesn't work. So sometime I'll have to try that on one of my other ones that I've done. Go back to it, one of the uglier ones, which I have a couple there. Wouldn't hurt to do something to them. There we go. That's kind of looking nice. I just love this big brush. Even though I don't plan on painting this big, I plan on doing little paintings for my backgrounds. I like the big brush. That little guy up there, it's all dried out. Get some nice colors though, can't you? Now I would imagine that acrylic will dry on my piece of plastic here with no problems. White is your number one friend with acrylic painting. You use a lot of it. If you're using the student grade paints, break down and buy the professional heavy body titanium white. People have their favorites. I have heard that Golden's is more buttery and smoother. I've only got, well, we use Matisse at the moment. We are going to be looking at Golden just as an alternative, because Matisse is getting a little tougher to get. Jerry's isn't carrying as much as I think they once were. Apparently there's discussion there, I don't know what's going on. But we got to go with the paint that we can find, that we can get coupons on, discounts on, and because we're no different than you guys, we got to buy it too. Well, look at that, look at that. It's another masterpiece. Oh. Okay, now that's another reason not to to do the corners. Ooh, did you see that yellow that came through? Where was that? Look at that. And touching that. Let's see if we get some more of this over here though. I could put a damp, a little bit of water on it, which I think I will. And when I put a little bit, I mean, I just put in just the very, very top, and then I take my rag and I do that. Okay? And there's still a ton in here. See, look at that. And I could have used the glazing medium like I normally do, but I wanted to show you that other technique because I have done that on occasion. Usually because Ginger has the glazing over in the other studio and I don't have it. I check my fingers before I write my face, so I got purple on that one. Hopefully I don't have it on my face, I don't know. Gonna do it again with that top little area, touch it off on the rag over there. What I'm trying to do is get rid of the little white coming through. Smooth it out a little bit more. I'm staying away from my yellow guy over there. There we go. I think I'll go with that. Now we could let that dry and get another piece of plastic, so I don't have one handy. I'm just going to peel that up. That held it. Did work. Okay, let's take another piece of paper, plop it on it, plop it over there. I set this over here. Grab another canvas. If I'm going to go to yellow next, I'm going to go ahead and drop that in. Now, I hope I was in the camera the whole time. I forgot to look up there. Camera is overhead. I have the LCD tilted, but it doesn't show me exactly what we're getting. Well, you know, I think it does. I bet I can zoom in a little closer. Let's see. Ooh, as Sammy would say. Sandpaper, 320 or higher. No, you're not taking all the gesto off. Unless you sat here all day and glued this. This is fabric. 100% cotton. Okay? No, you do not re-gesto it. Unless you're trying to get it smoother, ultra smooth, and you're going to stand between each layer. And then I would suggest you start with linen, which is a lot finer than cotton. And if you really want smooth, back when I did oil painting, I did one oil painting in my lifetime. I did it on a masonite, which is what my sister was using. And that's really smooth. You just gesso the masonite, sand it, gesso it, sand it, gesso it, sand it. You get an ultra smooth surface. But apparently that's not professional. You know, if you look at some of the paintings the old masters did, what they painted on cardboard even. Basically anything they could find, they painted on it. Why should we be any different? Right? There we go. All right. I'm not going to retape this particular board. I know where my spot is closely. That's a cool idea. All right. Sandpaper out of the way. Getting all the red paint out. Most of it. These brushes hold so much paint. All right, come over here. All the water's coming out of it. You got to make sure you get the water out of the ferrule too, because it's going to keep coming down. That's pretty clean. I don't think you see it. If I squeeze it really hard, I mean really hard, there's no color. No water left either. Very dry now. Okay. I've looked up to check. Let's go with yellow. That's almost dried out. Let's see a big old glob that's in there. I think I can bring it back to life. by just rubbing into it. And I did. A little red with that. What do you think I'm going to get? You're right, orange. You're so smart. You're a smart bunch. Your color wheel has got to be your friend. You've got to know your color wheel. The do's and don'ts of a color wheel. I think she wanted a blue canvas the other day, and she's not going to get that this time because she left me no blue. I only get the leftovers. Yeah, this other corner, probably need some of that magenta. We have a little bit of magenta left. This is a very dry paint. You can feel it really dragging. It's getting so dry. This would be a time to use that blending medium to get it to smooth out, because it's tough. But we're going to keep going for it. Magenta. Because magenta and the cad make a great orange. I kind of like this. This is nice. Gotta make sure I stay in there most of the time. I'm sorry if I didn't. So the monitor we have over there shows the overall. That one up there, which I can't see down here, shows us what the camera's getting. I have to work on that. I wonder if I could bring that down so I could see it. Probably not too easily. Look at that. It's got some great colors in it. I don't know if I'm going to get that to do it. A little touch of water, guys. Damp it off. That's all it took. Very, very little water. I mean, next to nothing. Ginger uses the acrylics like an oil paint. Thick and rich, and that's why the colors are so vibrant. Besides being the professional paints too. Okay, one little section there. A little bit redder. What do we got left? I don't think we got much left. I'm going to try one more canvas and just glob it on there, see what we get. Let's see if we can, let me bring this over, where am I? If I bring this over here, yeah. Vamp, vamp. Here we go. Look at that. Great balls of fire. She'll have fun with that one. We'll leave the brush dirty because we're just going to take the rest of the paint and just glob it on. Woink. Our little cheat sheets. That's kind of a nice one. Okay, this out of the way. Canvas sheet over. Sandpaper. Have to see if you would like to try our new invention we just have on our 10-minute painting, which always seems to take 20 to 30 minutes. Whatever happened to the 10-minute painting? Well, and always when she gets done, oh, I'm done. That's good for another 20 minutes, am I right? Yes and yes. That's the way I'm seeing it. Alright, when we get ready to upload this, this will be an unedited straight right from the camera. What you see is what you get, guys. Alright, enough of that. Smooth as a baby's butt. That is really cool. Thank you, Tanya. I think I have to say that every time I use it. Alright, to get things blending, let's just throw some of this on right now. I'm talking maybe that much. Not a lot to start with. I'm going to take what's ever left on the brush, which you'll be surprised. Doesn't look like much was on there. There we go. It gives us a good coat of nothing. Now, we're just going to have to come over here, grab some paint, and just see what we can do. Now that big glob there, I don't think I can get that to go back. It's not stuck on the brush right now. Well, seems to be coming back to life a little bit. Purple action, a little more white. We're just going to see if we can get the canvas covered. We're going to have to use some more. I mean, this stuff is so dry, guys. Right on the brush. A bead of it. Wonk. This will blend that all out. It's going to end up being a mud pile. But why waste the paint, right? Your canvas has got to have something on it. You saw how hard it was to do that cloud or whatever that kind of a background on a dry canvas. You just can't do it. Don't waste your paint. Put it on something. Put it on any canvas you got because it has to have something on there. They're never going to get anything to flow right. Ooh, we have a little bit of blue. Didn't see that before. Oh, it's dried out. Crap. That's pretty dried out. I think we've about got it, guys. Let's see if I can get this last section with something. We're just going to slap the color in here. Maybe some more of that. I got nothing. I got nothing. There's a medium back there. Ooh, geez, some yellow back there. Some of the yellow came back to life. Smooth out some of those. I can keeping it in there. I guess I could set myself. No, I can't do that. I was going to say set myself up a grid of what I'm seeing, but I zoom in. It's a variable zoom, so I can be anywhere. What do you think? That kind of has some nice. I get that to give me. Ooh, I looked at my brush. I had a little bit of red there. If I smooth that out a little bit. Oh yeah. Here we go. Down over here, a little more of the red. There we go. Voila. Another famous background. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Always leave comments. If you want to continue seeing these things, let me know. Doesn't take much to do them. Good night everyone.